So I just bought an Amazon refurbished Garmin Epix Gen 2. This thing. I took the leap on it, and honestly, I'm loving it. So getting a refurbished product, you never really know what you're going to get. Is it going to be in good shape? Is it going to be like new? Is it going to be a piece of junk, right? And so with this one, it arrived and it was honestly just fine. It arrived in official Garmin refurbished packaging, and the watch was not where it should have been in the box. But other than that, the thing looks pretty much brand new, and I've been loving it so far. Oh, hey, but before we get started, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to hit subscribe if you like technology as much as I do. And this video is sponsored by me. I just released my latest wallpaper pack on my website, so if you like that sort of thing, be sure to check it out. I mean, you got shots like this. Definitely go check out all the options I have on my website, either in the link in the description, the card in the corner, or at the QR code on screen. I know how you're watching these videos. Okay, but yes, the Garmin is fantastic. And I've used the Fenix 7X Pro, I've used the Fenix 8, and so this, the Epix Gen 2, was always high on my list of recommendations and list of my devices that I wanted to try out. And so this thing, getting it for about 280 bucks on Amazon refurbished, is a steal considering it was brand new just a couple of years ago. But there's a big caveat to that. There's a big issue with Garmin when it comes to their software. This watch, with being practically brand new in the last couple of years, unfortunately has been left in the dust a little bit when it comes to the software. Garmin has done an amazing thing with getting all of their software on the same architecture, on the same underlying platform, so that they can push out updates and bring new features way easier to all their new watches. It used to be that every single watch was like a different code base, and they would have to code bugs and code fixes for every single individual watch, which, if you're familiar with how many watches Garmin sells, is a lot. And so they finally unified all of that, but they're only doing it with watches that were released like this year. So that means only the brand new watches are supported in that way. So you take something like the Epix Gen 2 or the Fenix 7, which just came out like 2 years ago, and they retailed for about $1,000. This was $1,000 watch not too long ago at all, and it will not get the latest software. Yes, it gets bug fixes and it gets little updates like that so that you ensure that you have a good software experience, right? But it doesn't give you the latest and greatest software UI experience or the latest and greatest enhancements that they've added in, such as being able to use your phone's voice assistant from your watch through the Bluetooth connection. Doesn't have that. And so there's been a lot of hate and debate over that, to which I quite agree. I say, Garmin, come on, get your act together, man. Flash this watch, reset it, put the new software on it, and give us some backwards support for the next last however many watches. It's ridiculous. So that note aside, is it still a good watch to buy, the Epix Gen 2? So that is why this watch is so cheap compared to, I say cheap, compared to its price when it was released. This watch, by all rights, should still be pushing 800 bucks, but with being under 300 as an Amazon renewed watch, is it worth the price? So knowing that about the software, let's dive into it here a little bit. So personally, I'm honestly okay with the software experience. Am I frustrated that Garmin's not giving us the latest and greatest? Yes. Do I wish they would? Yes. But do I hate the watch in its current state? Does it make it automatically unusable? No, not at all. I actually quite like it. It's simple, it's basic, it's easy, and there's really nothing fundamentally wrong with the software experience as it is. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm a Garmin Instinct user, and you know that I love the MIP display. And so this is a bit of a departure. I have mixed feelings when it comes to having a touchscreen on the wrist, an AMOLED screen on the wrist, but this is really the best of both worlds, because most of the time I just leave the touchscreen disabled and I get the colorful display like I like without having the touch controls that my kids might touch on accident, like on the Apple Watch, for instance. And so this thing has been great. The battery life is honestly way different than what I've been used to on the Instinct. I would get weeks at a time on the Instinct. This will get me about 6 days with always on display on. And so I'm having to charge it more often, but honestly, that's not a bad thing at all. Even a week of battery life on this is still amazing when you consider the Apple Watch needs a charge every single day. And for the price, with having bought this on Amazon as a renewed unit, you could buy 3 of these before you buy an Apple Watch Ultra. And that's awesome. So this is not a review of the Epix Gen 2. I'll do one of those later and whether or not it's still worth it. This is specifically talking about, is the Amazon renewed worth it or not? And to be honest, I can't tell the difference. If this was brand new or not, I couldn't tell you. It arrived looking brand new, feeling brand new. The only indication that you would have that it's a renewed product is that it came in a renewed box and came packaged a little bit differently than it would have been brand new. But it looks new, smells new, feels new. Everything about it is essentially brand new. And so you're honestly getting a steal of a deal. And so if you're okay with not getting the latest and greatest enhancements that Garmin has to offer, and you're okay with getting the older software experience that is still very much functional, then this honestly is an amazing watch for the price. I would highly recommend picking up one of these. I will link it in the description down below. So be sure to go check out the Amazon renewed Epix Gen 2 before they sell out. And as for me, I might just be keeping this thing. For the price, it's almost half the price of my Instinct 3. And as somebody that values having maps on the wrist, full color AMOLED maps, especially while hiking, this is kind of a solid deal for me. The only thing I wish it had that the Fenix 8 has is the flashlight. The flashlight on this thing is a joke, but for the price, I can live with it. So what do you think? Is it worth forking over $1,000 for the latest and greatest with the Fenix 8 lineup? Or are you okay with spending significantly less and getting a older software experience? Let me know in the comments down below. But hey, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Be sure to check out some of these other videos here on the left and the right if you're interested in the Apple Watch or the Garmin Instinct. I make videos about all of these different watches and other tech, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.